you've been asking, and I shall deliver. In the past videos, I've showed you my toolbox. I fixed a few things around the van, and some of you were curious about the tools that I carry to fix some of the things in the van. Today is the day I'll show you my mystery box. Let us begin. It might be small, but pretty heavy. Got a lot of things in here. So let's find out. I'm not really sure about the size, but you can kind of compare it with my head. I have a big head. It's a Husky. I got it from Home Depot. They have a bunch of different toolboxes there. I just like the size, and it does have one little shelf thing that goes on top. That's called a shelf. It's called a shelf. If not, that's what I'm gonna call it in this video. This is a wire stripper, crimper. What's cool about this tool is that it does have color coding for the wires and the sizes, and it also has up here the gauge size and all that stuff. Really cool, handy tool to have if you are doing any type of 12-volt electric in your van. I also have a small set of Allen keys. Over the years, every time I got something that I had to build and came with an Allen key, I just dropped it in here. I'm pretty sure I have a lot of the same sizes, but I still do have the original different sizes that it came with. In a lot of these videos, I'm probably not gonna be really sure what these are called. This is basically like a portable vise thing. It's made from Husky. Let's say you wanna hold the pipe or something of that nature. It has these teeth here, and then it has this little adjuster in the back. Once you adjust it to the right thickness of what you want to grab, mainly like pipes and stuff like that, once you close it, it holds. And then the way to unlock it or open it, it has this little tab here, and it just opens. It's really useful. Most of these tools that I have, they're not really expensive. Oh, here we go, another Allen key here. I may need to organize this puppy. I should have organized this puppy for the video, but there's much to talk about. Hopefully I get through most of the stuff that I feel is important, especially for van life. This is actually also another cool tool. I think it's called the Gator Grip. This comes with this little attachment for a drill, even a wrench. If it comes out of here, you can actually attach one of these style wrenches. I have the bigger one for here, and you can wrench it that way. This one is 7mm to 19mm. So basically, if you have different bolt sizes and nuts, can emulate to that size. Over the years, I got some of these box knives, very handy to have. Need to cut a lot of things. A little pencil. I do have different types of pliers. This one's the older type, but it can also cut some wire here. This one's smaller, but it can adjust to two different sizes. Pretty old, but they get the job done. Also in here, I try to keep things that I use all the time. I have this 13mm key that for some reason works for a lot of things in the van. This is a new acquirement. If you have a screw right here, you can attach this on top of it. And this is an elbow, so then you can have your drill up here and you can drill down this way. As you can see, I can move it from here and it moves inside different ways. Pretty stoked about this because that way I don't have to remove stuff, where I can just put this in there and then be able to take screws out or put screws in, stuff like that. I have that because, again, I have a few things that, this is a 13mm too, I'm pretty much guessing, yep, that I can use for other things. Let's see, is this not 13? What do you know? It is. Feel like I have this size on the roof rack, all around the van. That's pretty much all I have on this top drawer. Oh. Now in here, I have a right angle, which usually always helps when I do projects, cut wood and stuff like that in the van. I have these hooks. These hooks you can actually see all around the van. That's where I have my little twinkle lights. Here I have these cabinet screws, and these are really good for my drawers. Sometimes after a while the drawers kind of come loose because they only have nails, so once you pull a few times then they start like coming out. I just use these things, and they're self-drilling. Pretty good stuff to have around the van. This box again is one of those boxes that I carry that has a lot of the things that are perfect size for a lot of the screws in the van. This screw bit here, this is magnetic in front and it's very durable. I use it all the time, and because it's a little bit longer, it's much easier to use. And here I have a lot of the screws, some bolts that I've used around the van, and these are just like small little backups. There's more in here that I can replace and use as I need. And then I have different bits. I guess they're called Torx, T-O-R-X, T30 or whatever. Basically, these are actually used on a lot of the Ford bolts, like on the chairs and stuff like that. For some reason, Ford uses these a lot. At the same time, Ford uses a lot of different styles around their van for some reason. When I changed the back latch for my back door, I ended up having 3 or 4 different types of screws and bolts. Why they do that, it's only a Ford mystery. I also have a few drill bits here. I have more in the back if I need, different sizes, but this is what I keep close, and for the most part it gets the job done. If I have a bigger job, I can dig back there. But yeah, all these attachments, as you can see here. This little box is by far the box that I look into first before I start digging into other tools. I also got these boxes from the snaps that I have used around the van, mostly for the window covers. This is how it actually looks like. Over the years, I just accumulated so many screws and nuts and bolts that I don't know what to do with myself. I kept them all just in case. You saw this in the other video. These are connectors, terminal connectors. They're called butt splice connectors, but anyway, there's 2 wires that you need to connect. I did this for my fridge. These are great to have in your van because you put one here, you put one here, you crimp them with this nifty little tool that goes in here. And as you can see, these are blue. These are color-coded blue, so you know which one it is. I'm not really sure if I'm putting in the right one. I'm not. And you crimp both sides for both wires. It does a very good job at connecting. Then this plastic can be melted so it seals, so there's no moisture going in there and stuff like that. And these are rated at 16 and 14 gauge, which is perfect for the small 12 volt things that I have here, the little wires like these. I might as well show you everything. These are some 12 volt outlets if I need to change some of the other ones that I have around or add. Oh, these are really cool. So these are sheet metal self-drilling lath screws, they call them. I have used these all around the van on the build. They're really good. Anything that I want to attach to the metal of the van, these are stainless steel so they don't rust, which is what you want to use to attach to your metal. Oh, let's go through these first. In this box, it's not what this box says. I just used the box. For different other things that I have, most of them are going to be screws of all types. Again, metal elbows. These are also used all around the van for the stable, for the little box with the microwave. I have extra attachments for pipes, stuff like that. I used some of these for my table, and there's all different sizes. Again, all different types of little attachments that I have here. Some washers, all kinds of washers. These are Anderson connections. I don't really use them very much. I find them kind of annoying, to be honest. Supposedly a lot of people swear by them, so I got them, but they're not for me. Of course, I have plenty of my jigsaw little saws, and they're wood, they're metal. I have different little packs, and I also have some sandpaper for little projects, especially when it comes to metal, when I make holes in the van. Just various stuff. And believe it or not, it looks like a mess here, but it's an organized mess. I kind of know what's in here.